What's going on, guys? David Falla here. Welcome to my channel, and today we're gonna talk about how to use social media to grow in the industry and how to get to a point that you can start working with companies. Woo! Today's video is gonna be so good. I'm gonna show you guys a lot of stuff that I think is gonna help you guys a lot, and I hope that it actually take you guys' career to the next level, because honestly it's the stuff that I've been learning over the years, and that has helped me to work with companies, to be sponsored by companies, to work at the biggest shows in the US, and to the point that I'm starting to teach classes outside the country and here in the US. So I'm super pumped because I'm finally able to start showing a lot of this stuff to you guys. I'm a huge believer of like teaching what you have done, right? I don't like teaching things that I haven't done yet. But now that my social media has been growing and my channel has been growing and everything else, then I can start teaching you guys the things that I've been doing that have been working. I've been taking my stuff to the next level, right? So let's start. The importance of social media for barbers, right? Many barbers believe that social media is not important nowadays, right? They know that it kind of like works, but they don't understand it, so they don't really want to try it, right? Well, I want to tell you something, guys. If you guys want to take your career to the next level, then you have to be on social media, right? Because companies now focus on finding barbers on social media. Clients look for barbers on social media, right? Like everybody looks for barbers on social media for anything, right? So if you're not on social media, you might be losing on opportunities, you might be losing on clients and other things, right? So I understand that some people don't want to be bothered with it. They're okay the way they are, and they're busy every day, they cut every day, and they're happy with what they're doing. That's fine. This video is not for you guys. This video is for people that want to do something different, right? They want to grow in the industry, that they cut hair and they love what they do, but they want to move to the next level and maybe work with companies, maybe start being sponsored by a company, or do shows, or all that million things that barbers do nowadays, right? So, okay, the first thing, the importance of social media. It's extremely important, right? Instagram, I think you have to, as a barber, have Instagram. You have to have a Facebook, right? Don't forget, Facebook is the biggest social media. I know everybody's on Instagram now, but it's still a lot of people on Facebook. I think it's like a 2 billion, or I don't know, no, 2 million people a month or something crazy like that. So you know, there's still a lot of people on Facebook, so you have to try to do both, right? Facebook's a little bit harder to grow, that's why a lot of people are not in it. Instagram is a lot easier, that's why like barbers focus on that, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to create those two accounts, right? When you create the two accounts, you want to think of like, why am I opening these accounts? Who am I trying to impress, right? There's two types of barbers on Instagram, right? The barbers that are trying to impress other barbers and repost pages and all that stuff, and then the barbers are trying to get clients, right? So you gotta know which one you are, right? You know, the guys that are trying to impress other barbers are the guys that are always photoshopping their haircuts, and they go to the extreme to try to like make sure that other barbers find their work appealing, right? Those are the ones that worry so much about how like companies or repost pages are reposting their work on their NAT. They're so worried about the likes, and they're so worried about all that stuff, right? Nothing wrong with that, right? Because there's many barbers that, like, I was one of them. I used to worry back in the day about that stuff, right? So there's many barbers that's the lane that they want to take, and it's been taking them to like, you know, big steps because of that. The way they were trying to like assemble their social media, it was working for them, so they got to the point they wanted to be, right? But you know, that's one way to do it. The other way to do is the guys that want just clients, right? So it's different, right? The reason for it is because if you're trying to just be the guy that likes looking for a barber's attention, then you can put a lot of like the type of haircuts that will impress other barbers, right? Or at least that will make other barbers talk. Like, for example, like Photoshop haircuts, right? Haircuts full of color, things like that, which there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not hating on color. I use color, don't get me wrong, you know? But you know the guys that like go extremely crazy with it, and like, you know, like just because they want like attention from other barbers, right? That's fine, right? That's fine. Nothing wrong with it, how I said. But then you have, like, you know, you understand that most clients, right? Most clients are not necessarily looking for that look, right? Most clients might want color, but they want color that looks more natural, right? They don't want color that looks Photoshop, right? So you gotta understand who your target market is, right? If it's clients, that you gotta post haircuts that clients are looking for, right? A lot of clients look for like soccer players, like haircuts, or like David Beckham and Cristiano Ronaldo, and those type of haircuts. That's what clients want, right? They're not looking for the guy that looks like, you know, like with a crazy design and, like, you know, the shape up that looks full of color and perfect, and, you know, the perfect skin and all that stuff, like that picture. Not a lot of clients are looking for that. Clients are looking for, you know, the one that looks like a model, to say like that, Instagram model, things like that. So you gotta understand who your target market is. It might be both. It's just a little bit harder to do both, right? Because you know, like, people are gonna get confused. They don't know who you are trying to look for, right? So then you have to decide what type of barber you're gonna be. Once you decide the barber you want to be, then you have to decide, like, how the post that you're gonna, like, the stuff that you're gonna start posting, how they're gonna take you to be able to work with those brands that you want to work, or to be able to take you to that show that you want to go, and all that stuff, right? A lot of that comes with how much value you offer others, right? Instagram, for example, is super oversaturated right now with barbers, right? Like, everywhere. And it's great, because I'm telling you, like, I have learned so much from Instagram, like, from other barbers, just by seeing what they do. Like, it had pushed me so hard to, like, trying to be better. Even those Photoshop haircuts, like, I look at them, I'm like, can I do that without, like, Photoshopping? Can I take my haircuts to that level? And I know it might sound crazy, and, like, you know, I'm probably never gonna make my haircuts look like they're Photoshop, because honestly they are Photoshop, right? But if I can get closer to that, then that will be awesome. And you know, and that's the beauty about social media. It can push you to, like, do better, right? So once you have decided, like, okay, I want to work with the specific company, then promote their stuff, right? Like, for example, like, I see a lot of barbers that they want to work with Endis, or they want to work with Wall, and they want to work with Babyliss, right? And then they see them that they post one video with Babyliss, and then one video with Wall, and then another one with Endis, and then in one video they use like 3 different machines, and then they tag all these companies, right? It's like, guys, like, you know, like, it's kind of confusing, because then if put yourself in Andy's shoes, for example, right? I'm looking at the video and this guy promotes Andy's, and then, oh my god, that's great, and then he puts a video with this and this and that and another company. You get confused. You're like, okay, are you looking for anybody? Are you looking just for me? Like, who are you looking for? What do you want to do, right? Like, you don't even look like you know what you want to do. Then why am I gonna hire you to work for me when, you know, like, I'm a multi-million-dollar company, and you're a barber, but there's 1,000 other barbers there, right? So you gotta think about it that way. Like, what do you have to offer that company, right? One of those things that you have to offer is, like, promote their products, right? Like, a lot of companies are gonna hire you just to do that, right? They're gonna pay you to do that. So then, but, you know, they want to know that you can actually do it, right? So you always gotta look at it this way, guys. In business, whoever has leverage has the upper hand, right? So if this is Endis, for example, and this is you, and you want to work with Endis, then you have to kind of, like, you know, they have the upper hand, they have the leverage, right? So you have to make sure that you are offering something for them to you know, notice you, and then decide if they want to work with you or not, right? That's the way it works in business, and always has been and always gonna be, right? So if you want to work with a company, promote that company, right? A lot of barbers are like, oh no, I'm not going to promote that company because they're not paying me. Okay, but so how do they know that you want to work for them if you're not promoting them, right? If you're promoting 1,000 companies about the same thing, then those companies are not going to want to work for you, because they know that you're just looking for whoever gives you a handout, right? And that companies don't want that. Like, you know, companies are as big as they are because they have worked extremely hard to get to that level. They're not gonna just hire anybody just to work for them, right? So it's very important, guys. Remember you have to have something to offer them, and the one thing you have at the beginning is you can promote their products and make them notice and make them know that you want to work for them, right? Once you start doing that and you start noticing that page, or that, you know, the social media, for example, and this is following you, then make sure that you are engaging with them, and you are commenting on their pictures, and you are commenting on their videos, and you are, like, 100% there to, like, and maybe answer questions and things like that. They need to know, oh, my contacts are bothering me. Oh my god. Oh, I need to change the contact. Anyway, so they need to know, guys, that you understand their products, right? Like if I want to style my hair, right, which right now I didn't style because I'm letting it grow, but if I want to style it, right, and I own a company, right, that I make products, and somebody comes and answers questions about my product, that makes me think that that person knows and has studied my product. So next time I'm looking for an ambassador, maybe I'll give that guy a try because he already knows, he did his homework, right? So it's the same thing, guys. Like, you need to know everything about that company, about their products. If you want to work for Wall, then you need to know everything about their clippers, everything about their trimmers, like why they're called this way, why do they do that? You know, it's important for you guys to understand all that information. So Wall can see that you guys are already doing what you guys want to get paid for, and you know, next time they need a new ambassador, they might just reach out to you because they already know you understand. They don't have to train you as much because you already understand what they are about and what the products are about and all that stuff. So you know, you need to invest a little bit on that company for that company to notice you, right? And that's the most important thing. You know, like, you know, when you see all those commercials on TV, online, and then about something, they all the time they're kind of showing you those commercials. Then that one time that you need that product, you kind of think of that because you've seen it so much. But that's the way it kind of works, right? Do that for those companies like that. They know, okay, you know what? This kid is always promoting that stuff. We need a person that you know, that fits those requirements. Then that's it. They're gonna hire you, right? Once you do that, you know, and you gotta get to a point that, you know, you are promoting all that stuff, and that, you know, you're working with these companies, and these companies give you an opportunity. You know, make sure that the opportunity is what you guys want, right? I think this is where people messed up, right? Companies, they might be doing that, you know, a person might be doing really good on social media. So of course, companies are going to notice that. They're going to start to reach out to you guys. The problem that a lot of barbers have is they don't know when to say no, right? They just want everything at the same time, guys, and that's not how it works. Like, nobody grows by saying yes to everything. You know, anybody that tells you that, they have no idea what they're talking about, right? A lot of people that are extremely successful, you know, they're successful because they're able to say no, right? If something doesn't work for you, just say no, plain and simple. Why? Because it's just not for you, guys. Like, I understand there might be a lot of opportunities there, and everything sounds amazing, but guess what? That one opportunity that you took that you were not really sure about, it was not what you guys wanted, it might just not be the right one, and that's it. You guys maybe messed up your career, right? So make sure that, you know, you want to work for a company, and then you get to know that company, and then you might not be happy with who they really are and what they're about. Then if you have to say no, then say no, because you know what, like, at that point that you understand what your value is, right? And then that company understands your value too, right? So for example, I'll put you an example. A couple of years ago, this company, they started making shaving products and all that stuff, and you know, like all this stuff, right? They started sponsoring a bunch of barbers at the same time. Everybody was sponsored by them, right? And then talking to these people, you know, like these barbers that were sponsored, they were, oh yeah, it's amazing, you know, working for them is the best thing in the world, I'm gonna be famous, this and that. Amazing, right? It sounded amazing, right? That company actually reached out to me, and they wanted to sponsor me, right? And then when I told them, you know, okay, how are the terms, right? They told me, oh yeah, we're gonna send you some products so you can sell, and then that's how you get paid, right? And they wanted me to do all this work for them. They wanted me to do videos and pictures and promote them, forget about who I was as a brand, right? They just wanted to be about them, right? And I didn't think that was right. I didn't think that if I was gonna put that much work for their company, I needed a compensation as well, right? So because of because they have so many people that wanted to work for them, you know, they said to me, okay, no problem, we don't need you. And I was, okay, that's fine, you know. And I was, at the moment, I was so happy. Obviously I thought about it, I was like, oh, maybe it's a great opportunity and that, but I realized that, you know, it's not, because I was working so hard on what I was doing that it wasn't worth it for me to just leave my brand, like me, David Falla, on the side just to promote somebody else that they were not trying to repay me for that, right? They were not trying to invest in me, right? If we were both here and then we were trying to help each other, that's a different story. But they would just wanted me to help them, not helping me. They didn't want to help me back. So you know, I got to the point that I said no. And you know what, guys, it was one of the best things that I ever done, because after that there's a lot of opportunities that have come my way. Some I say yes, a very small amount, and a lot of them I say no. And you know what, and it's been amazing, because as I grow more, then I'm gonna be able to, I know I'm gonna have to say no to a lot more stuff, but those really good opportunities that I know that I feel they're good for me, those are the ones that I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna be extremely happy about, because those are the ones that are gonna take me to the next level, right? So that's very important, guys. You know, say no when you don't feel like it's right for you guys, and they don't understand your value, then you have to say no. It's extremely important, guys. So once you have all that, then to give you a summary of what I just said, is pretty much is this, guys. Make sure that you have something to offer these companies before you ask for a sponsorship, right? For an ambassador program, right? Before you ask for any of that, make sure you have something to offer, right? I went to a class with Jay Mayers. You guys know Jay Mayers, and he was talking about, you guys know that he's in charge of the Beverly's barbers, for barbers or whatever. And you know, he was saying in this class, he was saying, if you don't have anything to offer this company, like, why do you think that company wants to invest in you? And it's true, it makes no sense at all, right? If you notice, all the barbers they have a sponsor, they have something to offer. They all have their own brands. They are a brand, and then they just happen to be part now of the bigger brand, right? But they all started, they all focus on themselves first, and then that company noticed them and decided to work with them, right? So that's pretty much the way that things really work in the industry. And I'm lucky enough that I have met a lot of people are in charge of like really big shows, really big companies, and I noticed they all follow the same rule, right? They want to hire people that bring value to their company. That's the only thing they care about, right, guys? And that's it, guys. That's the video. If you guys have any specific questions about like actual Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, those things that I work on, then let me know. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook as well, because I'm gonna start doing live streams. I'm gonna start doing other projects that I have for this year. I'm gonna just do them those two social medias, not necessarily here on YouTube. So if you're not following me, you're gonna miss. If you're not following me in those social media, then you're gonna miss out on those projects, right, guys? So don't forget to follow me. I'm gonna leave the links on the description as well. And that's it, guys. That was the video. If you guys have questions, how I said about a specific question about the social media, then let me know. Leave them in the comments or send me a DM, and then what I can do is I can do a video answering those specific questions about it, right, guys? And that's it, guys. Don't forget to like the video if you found that it was valuable and you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to share with others that might find this information useful. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.